Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we're diving deep into Apple. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 6th of June, 2025, and now we're here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since May 20th, 2025, our system has ranked Apple as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -2.11. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has faced a loss of -1.42%. This equates to an average daily loss of -0.11% since it was designated as a sell candidate. The stock is positioned at the upper part of a very wide and declining trend in the short term. This situation typically presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction back towards the lower part of the trend can be anticipated. A break above the top trend line at $206.35 would initially indicate a slower rate of decline, but it may also be the first sign of a potential trend shift. The current 3-month trend suggests a possible negative change of 7.84% over the next 3 months, with a potential return ranging from -27.24% to -6.74%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis predicts a negative change of 4.01%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between -19.66% and +19.72% over the next year. In current terms, this would position the future price somewhere between $163.83 and $244.14. Our latest daily update for Apple features the headline, Green Day on Friday for Apple. On the last trading day, which was Friday, the 6th of June, 2025, the Apple stock price increased by 1.64%, rising from $200.63 to $200.92. Throughout that trading day, the stock fluctuated by 1.81%, with a low of $200.05 and a high of $200.05. The stock price has increased in 6 of the last 10 days and has risen by 1.27% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, trading volume decreased by 9 million shares on the last day, with a total of 46 million shares exchanged, amounting to approximately $9.41 billion. It is important to consider that a decline in volume alongside rising prices can indicate divergence and may signal potential changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $260.10, while the lowest was $169.21. Currently, the price is 21.60%, or $56.18, below the 52-week high of $260.10, which also represents the all-time high for the stock. Apple is currently facing scrutiny as it prepares for the Worldwide Developers Conference, which begins on Monday. Analysts express a mix of hope and skepticism about the event, highlighting significant challenges that the tech giant is up against. Craig Moffett from MoffettNathanson has noted that there are major questions surrounding the announcements expected at the conference, especially regarding Apple's artificial intelligence capabilities, which are viewed as essential for restoring investor confidence. The company's stock has declined by approximately 20% this year, marking its worst performance since 2010. This downturn raises urgent concerns about Apple's strategy moving forward, particularly in a competitive landscape dominated by advancements in artificial intelligence. Wells Fargo's Aaron Rakers emphasizes that this conference is a prove-it moment for Apple, indicating that the outcomes of the event could significantly sway investor sentiment. In the short term, the stock may remain volatile, as pre-conference expectations clash with the company's historical challenges. Conversely, long-term prospects depend on Apple's capacity to innovate and effectively navigate these difficulties. With a legacy of strong performance, a remarkable 14,760% increase over the past 20 years, Investors will be closely watching to see if the conference can spark renewed excitement and propel positive momentum for Apple moving forward. Analyst ratings. On Sunday, the 1st of June 2025, UBS assigned Apple Incorporated a buy rating accompanied by a hold action. On Wednesday, the 21st of May 2025, Goldman Sachs also rated Apple Incorporated with a buy and a hold action. On Monday, the 12th of May 2025, Morgan Stanley provided Apple Incorporated with an overweight rating, coupled with a hold action. On Monday, the 5th of May 2025, Citigroup gave Apple Incorporated a cautious rating along with a hold action. Finally, on Friday, the 2nd of May 2025, Wedbush rated Apple Incorporated as neutral with a downgrade action. Analysts have assigned Apple stock a general neutral rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio as a sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. However, when it comes to return on investment, the analysts offer the stock a strong buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Apple. Volume decreased during the last trading day, even as prices increased. This creates a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning sign. The stock should be monitored closely. Some negative signals have also emerged, which could impact its short-term development. Apple stock carries a buy signal from the short-term moving average. However, the long-term average indicates a general sell signal. Since the long-term average is above the short-term average, this contributes to a more negative outlook for the stock. Should the stock experience further gains, it will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $204.03. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find support from the short-term average at $201.88. A breakout above the long-term average would generate another buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average would reinforce the sell signal and strengthen the overall negative trend. A sell signal was triggered from a pivot top point on Thursday, May 1st, 2025, and thus far, the stock has decreased by 4.41%. Additional declines are expected until a new bottom pivot is established. Furthermore, a sell signal is currently indicated by the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, sell signal. Pivots, sell signal, 26 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal, 43 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal, 3 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal, 13 days ago. The relation between the short and long moving averages, buy signal, 9 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, sell signal, 13 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal, 65 days ago. The relation between the short and long moving averages, buy signal, 60 days ago. For more signals, remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Apple. Apple finds support from accumulated volume at $198.85. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction is expected when this support is tested. The stock typically exhibits average movement throughout the day, and with a solid trading volume, the associated risk is considered medium. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by $3.65, reflecting a change of 1.81%. In the last week, the stock has shown an average daily volatility of 1.70%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Apple, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important measure evaluates a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This is a relatively standard PE ratio, often observed in companies with established histories or stable revenue streams. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 7th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at $1.41. It's important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $205.35. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level worth considering for swing trading. On the downside, Apple faces its first support level at $198.85. If this support level holds, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from various analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 12th of May, 2025, Chris Kondo executed an insider sale of 4,486 shares of common stock. On the 23rd of April, 2025, Kevin Parekh executed an insider sale of 4,570 shares of common stock. On the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parekh executed an insider sale of 5,111 shares of restricted stock unit. On the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parekh executed another insider sale of 5,817 shares of restricted stock unit. On the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parekh also executed an insider purchase of 16,458 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we have determined that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 19.321. In total, insiders purchased 1,389,288 shares and sold 1,992,668 shares in the last 100 trades. We have a negative evaluation for this stock and no stop loss has been established. Is Apple stock a good buy? Apple currently displays several negative indicators and is caught in a broad declining trend. Therefore, we anticipate continued weak performance in the coming days or weeks, leading us to hold a negative outlook on this stock. Upon analyzing the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Monday, the 9th of June, we expect Apple to open lower by 3 cents, starting at $203.89. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. Here is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Also, please remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us at StockInvest.